On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Foster.
To promote a growth, to take care of another person's child, usually for a limited time, without becoming their legal parents.
Examples:
Foster a better relationship. Foster 2 kids. The pastor contributed to fostering the sense of a community embracing all classes.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Locomotive.
A powered rail vehicle used for pulling trains or railway cars, an engine that produces the necessary power for the train to move on the tracks.
Examples:
Locomotive engine. Diesel locomotive. The powerful locomotive chugged along the tracks, hauling a long line of freight cars.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Thatch.
A material, such as straw or reeds, used to cover the roofs of houses or other buildings.
Examples:
Cover with thatch. Thatch of hair. The thatch roof was made from local grasses and was a traditional design.
Breastfeeding.
The act of feeding a baby with milk produced by the mother's breasts.
Examples:
Breastfeeding mother. Breastfeeding support. Getting the hang of breastfeeding at first can be challenging, but with patience and practice, it gets easier.
Harry.
To persistently harass, badger, or bother someone or something. To persistently attack or pursue an opposing force or target.
Examples:
Harry the ship all night. Harry a suspect. I need to harry my coworkers to finish the project on time.
Potter.
A person who makes pottery, objects that are made of clay and then fired in a kiln to make them hard and durable. Verb, also putter, to occupy oneself in a leisurely or casual way, often with no particular goal or aim in mind.
Examples:
Potter's studio. Potter around in the garden. The ancient Egyptians were skilled potters and left behind many beautiful artifacts.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Dragon.
A mythical monster, typically depicted as a giant reptile with wings, claws, and a fiery breath often portrayed as being fierce and dangerous.
Examples:
Dragon fruit, dragon wing. In Chinese mythology, dragons are considered powerful and benevolent creatures.
Tattoo.
A form of body modification made by inserting ink, dyes, or pigments, either permanent or temporary, into the skin to form a design.
Examples:
A tattoo artist. A person who has a tattoo. Any activity on the internet will be stored as a digital tattoo for life.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care. Asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Peach.
Juicy, sweet fruit with fuzzy, pinkish yellow skin, a person or thing that is particularly pleasing or attractive.
Examples:
Peach cobbler. Juicy peaches. The peach tree in my backyard produced a bountiful harvest this year.
Foe.
An enemy or opponent, someone or something that is opposed to or in conflict with another.
Examples:
A political foe. Bitter foe. The superhero's archfoe was an evil mastermind who always got away.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Twist.
To bend or turn something into a certain shape.
Examples:
Twist around to the left. Twist a wet towel. He twisted pieces of rope out of straw.
Concubine.
A woman who, in some societies, lives and has a sexual relationship with a man but cannot officially be his wife.
Examples:
Concubine system. His favorite concubine. The Sultan's wives and concubines lived in the harem together.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Fictional.
Imaginary and not real, of or related to literary fiction.
Examples:
Fictional character. Non-fictional text. The names of the company are entirely fictional.
Spawn.
To lay eggs or to produce offspring, to cause something to develop.
Examples:
Spawn in spring. Spawn a new concept. The salmon swims upstream to spawn in the place they were released.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Midst.
The middle part of people or things.
Examples:
In the midst of the crowd. In the midst of a scandal. He remained serene in the midst of turbulence.
Pity.
A feeling of sorrow and compassion caused by the suffering or misfortunes of others, an object of contempt or disdain.
Examples:
Allow self-pity. Pity speech. It is a pity that the concert had to be cancelled due to the storm.
Millionaire.
A person who has material wealth that is valued at more than $1 million, pounds, euros, etc.
Examples:
Millionaire capitalist. Become a millionaire. The internet millionaire was captivated by the artist's paintings.
Novel.
An extended fictional work in prose, usually in the form of a story. Adjective, original and of a kind not seen before.
Examples:
Historical novel. Novel effect. The novel has largely gotten positive feedback.
Executive.
A person or group of people with top-level management responsibility in a business or other organization, the branch that is responsible for implementing, administering, and enforcing laws, as well as running the day-to-day operations.
Examples:
Executive editor at the publishing house. Executive vice president. As the executive director of the nonprofit, it's her responsibility to make sure they're meeting their mission goals.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Bin.
A container, usually that has a lid and used for waste.
Examples:
A waste bin. Mail bin. You can open the overhead bin after landing.
Hairdresser.
A person who cuts and styles hair for a living.
Examples:
Personal hairdresser. Get a haircut at a hairdresser. The world-famous hairdresser transformed her client's dull hair into a shiny and stylish new look.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Foreground.
The part of a view, picture, etc., that is nearest to the viewer.
Examples:
Foreground segmentation. Foreground galaxy. A happy group of friends occupies the foreground of the picture.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Strap.
A long, narrow strip or belt of leather, fabric, or another material used for binding, fastening, or supporting something or someone, a band or string that attaches one object to another, often used to secure items during transport.
Examples:
Leather strap. Camera strap. The athlete tightened the strap on his running shoes before the race.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Appoint.
To give someone a job or role, especially as a public official or member of an organization, to arrange or decide on a time or a place.
Examples:
Appoint members. Appoint the day. The court appointed a guardian for the child.
Primary.
First or highest in rank, order, or importance, most fundamental or essential, pertaining to the initial or introductory stage of something, such as a school year or election cycle.
Examples:
Primary school, primary education. The primary cause of the accident was due to the icy road conditions.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Adoption.
The action or fact of legally taking another's child as one's own, the act of accepting with approval.
Examples:
Adoption assistance. The adoption of a plan. The adoption process can be long and difficult, but it is worth it for the love of a child.
Nun.
A woman who has taken religious vows and is a member of a monastic community.
Examples:
Nun habit. Meditating nun. The cloistered nun devoted her life to serving the poor and marginalized.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Sealed.
Closed or secured with.
Examples:
Sealed orders. Sealed jar. We packed and shipped the product in sealed containers.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Utilitarian.
Designed to be practical and functional rather than decorative or luxurious.
Examples:
Utilitarian design. Utilitarian economics. The kitchen is designed with a utilitarian approach, focusing on practicality rather than aesthetics.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Crop.
A plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
Crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop. Patronize. To behave in a condescending or superior manner towards someone. To frequent or support a particular business, often in a loyal or regular manner.
Examples:
Patronize a restaurant. Patronize local businesses. Wealthy benefactors often patronize the arts by donating to museums, theaters, and galleries. Forego. To precede or go before something in time or order. To give up, relinquish, or do without something, usually by choice or obligation.
Examples:
Forego dessert. Forego the privilege. The company decided to forego the expensive advertising campaign and instead rely on word of mouth. Responsible. Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet. Fast track. A process or procedure designed to expedite or speed up the completion of a task or project. A system that allows specific individuals or groups to bypass normal procedures or requirements to achieve a desired outcome more quickly.
Examples:
Fast track approval process. Fast track career. The company's fast track program allows employees to move up the ladder quickly. Celebrate. To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity. Examples: Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure. Jubilee. A special anniversary or celebration, especially one marking a 25th, 50th, or 60th year. Examples: Jubilee procession. Golden Jubilee. The royal family celebrated their jubilee with a parade and a special concert. Emperor. The male ruler of an empire. Examples: Emperor of Rome. Former emperor. The emperor once lived in the vast palace. Release. To set free or allow to escape from confinement. Examples: Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Agenda.
A list or outline of things to be done, discussed, or considered.
Examples:
Agenda setting. Ambitious agenda. The agenda for the meeting includes discussions on the budget and new project proposals.
Norman.
Relating to or characteristic of the Normans, a people who originally came from Normandy, France, and who had a significant impact on the history and culture of Britain and other European countries. The term can also refer to a style of architecture or art that developed during the Norman period.
Examples:
Norman Cathedral. Norman invasion. The Norman architecture in the Old City was a sight to behold.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
Scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Evil.
Profoundly immoral, cruel, and wicked, having or exerting a harmful effect on people.
Examples:
Evil ways. A charm against evil. Corruption is an evil act for any reason.
Kneel.
To rest on someone's knee or knees.
Examples:
Kneel down and worship. Kneel and protest. The players are kneeling during the national anthem.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Swear.
To make a solemn promise or vow, to use rude or offensive language.
Examples:
Swear an oath. Swear a blue streak. I swear I didn't mean to break your vase.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Devil.
A supernatural being typically represented in belief systems as an evil or mischievous spirit, often used metaphorically to describe a person or thing that is harmful, dangerous, or wicked.
Examples:
Devil's advocate. Devil horns. There are various ways to ward off the devil, including prayer and holy water.
Accident.
An unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Cause an accident. Injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Cusp.
A pointed end, especially the pointed end of a crescent moon or the part of a curve that is most curved.
Examples:
Cusp of change. A single cusp. The project was on the cusp of success and needed a little more funding.
Adolescent.
A young person who is in the process of developing from a child into an adult.
Examples:
Adolescent girl. Pre-adolescent children. Timely education about birth control might help reduce adolescent pregnancies.
Tin.
A silvery white metal that is typically soft and malleable, often used to make containers or packaging materials. A thin sheet of metal or metal alloy used for a variety of purposes.
Examples:
Tin can. Tin foil. The roof of the old shed was made of rusty tin.
Naivete.
Lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment, innocence or simplicity, often perceived as a flaw or weakness in dealing with real-world situations.
Examples:
Naivete about love. Naivete honesty. His naivete about the dangers of the wilderness nearly got him killed on his first camping trip.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples:
Conceive of an idea. Conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Scripture.
The sacred writings of a particular religion or belief system, often regarded as authoritative and containing moral or spiritual teachings.
Examples:
Scripture study. Biblical scripture. Many people find comfort in reading scripture during times of hardship.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctor said that her recovery was a miracle.
Forgiveness.
The act of stopping feeling angry or resentful towards someone for a mistake or offense with compassion.
Examples:
Forgiveness of liabilities. Beg for forgiveness. He gained debt forgiveness.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Theology.
The study of the nature of God and religious belief.
Examples:
Theology student. A college of theology. The professor specialized in the theology of the early church.
Questionable.
Doubtful or uncertain and may be open to question or criticism.
Examples:
Questionable ingredients. Questionable methods. The evidence presented in the report is questionable and may need further investigation before any conclusions can be drawn.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
The ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Rebel.
Someone who resists or opposes authority or control, especially by fighting against it.
Examples:
Rebel uprising. Group of rebels. The rebels fought against the government for their independence.
Turret.
A small tower or tall structure, often found on the corner of a building, typically used for defensive purposes, a rotating armored structure on a military vehicle or ship for mounting weapons.
Examples:
Medieval turret. Turret lathe. The turret atop the castle provided a panoramic view of the surrounding area.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
Surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Beech.
A type of deciduous tree often used for timber or ornamental purposes.
Examples:
Beech forest. Beech flooring. Beech bark is known for its medicinal properties and can be used to treat a variety of ailments.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Incarcerate the murderer. Incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Assess.
To judge or decide the nature or quality of someone or something.
Examples:
Assess a tax of £10. Assess the quality. Our company needs to assess the business impact of climate change.
Remand.
To send someone accused of a crime or a case back into custody or back to a lower court, typically until a trial or further proceedings take place.
Examples:
Remand application. Remand in custody. The judge agreed to remand the juvenile offender to a rehabilitation facility.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
A virtual image. Trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Inquire.
To ask for information about something or from someone. To investigate or look into a matter to gain clarification or understanding.
Examples:
Inquire at reception. Inquire into the matter. I need to inquire about the details of the job interview.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Corridor.
A hallway or passageway, especially one connecting rooms or areas within a building or structure.
Examples:
Walk along a corridor. Air corridor. The long corridor was filled with people rushing to get to their rooms before the meeting began.
Dormitory.
A large room or building that provides sleeping quarters for multiple people, typically students or workers, often in separate beds or cubicles.
Examples:
College dormitory. Shared dormitory. The girls' dormitory had a strict curfew of 11 p.m.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Sympathize.
To express or feel compassion or understanding for someone else's pain, difficulty, or misfortune. To share in someone else's emotions or experiences.
Examples:
Sympathize with a tragic hero. Sympathize with their situation. I sympathize with your struggles and am here to support you through them.
Probation.
A period of time during which an offender is released from imprisonment on the condition that they adhere to particular rules and is supervised by an officer. A time of training and testing the character or abilities of a person who is new to a role or job.
Examples:
Probation period. Juvenile probation official. He was sentenced to 2 years of probation for his crime.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something. Noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
Strip a tire off. Coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program. The preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Tuck.
To push a stray piece of clothing or material into a certain area or position, especially to make it more orderly or comfortable.
Examples:
Tuck a baby in the blanket. Tuck into another cigarette. You should tuck your shirt into your trousers.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Poetry.
Poems in general as a genre of literature.
Examples:
modern poetry. Book of poetry. Different cultures have different comfortable word rhythms, so the composition of poetry varies greatly.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
endless possibilities. Endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Dysfunction.
A problem or fault in a system, organism, or part of the body or machine.
Examples:
dysfunction of kidneys. Brain dysfunction. The dysfunction in the relationship was causing problems for both partners.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.